It's a bridge that's been closed for months. Now area businesses have something to celebrate. The 36th Avenue Bridge over Highway 169 closed back in June. The closure was necessary to take out the old bridge and build a new one. Work is now complete and the bridge is open and accessible from Highway 169. That's a sigh of relief for the businesses just off the exit. Marcos Ayala, who owns Arizona Taco Company just off that exit, says the closure took a toll on its customer base and his staff.
It's been tough for a lot of the businesses here in this strip mall. Our sales were down about 35%, and sure, the other businesses in here also have been down. We've had to lay off 2 employees since the bridge is closed, so it's unfortunate.
Even after months of hardships, the bridge reopening is cause for celebration. Ayala says today the lines are the longest they've been in months. He hopes this momentum only grows for him and the others along the strip mall so they can rebuild and rehire.
Support the businesses that are in here, especially during the holidays, a lot of the businesses are still catching up, from the loss that we've had during the bridge closure.
Ayala said the businesses received no government assistance during the closure. All lanes and exits are open off the 36th Avenue Bridge. This construction work raised the height of and beautified the bridge. An Eden Prairie man is due in court later this month, accused of stealing a gun from a vehicle in a Golden Valley apartment garage. Golden Valley police arrested Hussein Hassan after he was found slumped over in a vehicle in a turn lane of Highway 55 at Theodore Worth Parkway. Police say the car he was in was stolen. Burglary tools and a loaded firearm that was reported stolen were also found in the car. Court records show Hassan was previously arrested for stealing a vehicle from the LA Fitness in St. Louis Park after someone reported their keys were taken from a locker. As we first reported on Thursday, city officials in Maple Grove are hammering out a land deal with Lifetime that allows for an expanded community center. As Kevin Miller reports, it's part of the city's vision for a central government campus.
Inside this fencing, it's begun.
It has been a very long time coming.
It's an ice rink construction project worth millions of dollars. And for the Maple Grove Community Center, it's just one of many plans for expansion.
We've been adding a 3rd sheet of ice. We're going to redo the pools.
And now they're buying a building. Lifetime Fitness is attached to the community center. After years of work, Maple Grove is buying the building for a community center remodel and expansion. It gives the city a unique opportunity for a central campus.
So we have a great place for all of our city, community, government-related buildings right here in downtown Maple Grove.
We've got our ice sheet, our gymnasium, senior center, banquet facility. And a lot of communities have those on separate sites or have them split, so we have it all on one campus. That's kind of the beauty of adding that Lifetime space, is we can continue with that.
The Lifetime Fitness will relocate to a spot near Maple Grove Hospital. The city is spending about $10 million to buy the land and give it to Lifetime.
It's going to be one of what I'll call the new big fancy Lifetime facilities with their adjoining work housing that they have planned. So, it's going to be a beautiful new facility right on 610. So that's going to be a big asset for the community as well.
In Maple Grove, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
The city expects to relocate some of the active recreation space like the gym and teen center to the Lifetime building. On stage this weekend, that famous traveling con man is back, this time at Champlin Park High School. Today in Weekend Showcase, photojournalist Dustin Scholl catches up with the cast and crew of The Music Man.
My next step is to get your town out of the serious trouble it said. River City isn't in any trouble. Then I'll have to create some.
Professor Harold Hill is a traveling salesman.
Comes to River City.
Plans to sell a kids band to this town, sell all the instruments, the instruction books, and the uniforms.
But really, he's just taking the town's money.
Oh, we got trouble. Terrible, terrible trouble.
The twist is he doesn't really know how a band works at all. So he's got to fake his way till he makes it, sort of.
And then he falls in love with the librarian and basically changes his mind. I feel like she's kind of mysterious in a way. She kind of ignores the town's opinions about her. There's lots of rumors going around about her.
She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town until she came here.
It's about finding love where you don't expect it. It's about building connections in a community that you thought didn't welcome you at first.
Don't get too caught up in other people's opinions about you.
It's so much fun just performing, being part of the story, learning choreography together and being a team, supporting one another. I mean, that's what theater's all about. It's all about being a family. If you're planning on coming to the show, expect a lot of lifts. There's cartwheels, there's splits.
Expect a lot of dancing, lots of songs.
The Music Man runs now through the 17th. We'll have a link to their production on our website, ccxmedia.org. Families looking for a fun activity to do Thanksgiving morning now have a new option in Maple Grove, as long as you're okay with a little running. The city's marketing organization, Experience Maple Grove, is hosting an inaugural Turkey Trot 5K. The event will take place Thanksgiving morning at Central Park, and all participants will receive a t-shirt as well as a coupon to enjoy a free beverage at one of 4 Maple Grove restaurants.
Thanksgiving weekend is a huge holiday shopping weekend, and we have, second to only the Mall of America, the largest landscape for shopping. So partnering with our different restaurants to get them in there, but then also hit our shopping, because that's really the reason we did this race, is to get people here and experience our city.
The race will begin at 9 a.m. and the registration fee is $30. If you'd like to register, we have a link on our website at ccxmedia.org.
After shutting out Eden Prairie in the second round of the Class 6A state playoffs, the unbeaten Maple Grove football team Thursday figured to get a tougher challenge from an Edina team averaging over 35 points per game.
Park Center High School, the neutral site for the 10-0 Crimson and the 8-2 Hornets. First quarter of a scoreless game, and on a fourth down play, Edina's all-state quarterback Mason West is intercepted by Braden Dozier, just the third interception that West has thrown all season. And it leads to a Maple Grove touchdown. Chuck Ungama takes the handoff and he sprints 18 yards to the end zone for his 14th rushing touchdown of the season. Maple Grove leads 7-0. After another Dozier interception of West, the Crimson strike again. Caden Harney looks left and then throws right to an open Oliver Walseth. The senior goes 34 yards for a touchdown, his first TD of the season. Maple Grove is up 14-0. Next series of downs for the Crimson, and Langama gets loose again. He runs this one down to the Edina 1-yard line, setting up a Harney touchdown run. Maple Grove leads 21-0 at the half. The Crimson get the ball to start the second half, and Patrick Wright takes the handoff, breaks a couple of tackles, and runs this one 41 yards all the way down to the Hornets 6. A couple of plays later, Bo Draheim leaps in from a yard out for a touchdown to make it 28-0. Maple Grove goes on to win 42-12, and they advance to next Friday's state semifinals at U.S. Bank Stadium.
Last fall, the Totino-Grace football team saw their season end in the Class 4A state quarterfinal round. This year, the Eagles are once again in the state quarterfinals. Chaz Moots has their highlights.
Totino-Grace comes in the Class 4A state tournament a perfect 10-0. Hill Murray winners of 9 in a row. First quarter, the Pioneers had a good first drive going. Jackson Reeves rolling right. He's picked off by Tyler Hand. Big stop from the TG defense. Later in the quarter, Eagles inside the 10. They hand it off to Markel Keaton, who keeps the feet going and plunges in for the 7-yard touchdown. Totino-Grace strikes first. Very next possession, Pioneers looking to answer back, but another turnover. Michael Strong and Peyton Herbst forced the fumble. 7-0 was the score at halftime. First drive of the second half, it's Keaton again. He ran for 6 touchdowns in the section final. He added 2 more scores against Hill Murray. This one, a 36-yard run. TG up 14-zip. More ground game later in the third. This time it's Calvin McIntosh. A big hole created by the Eagle O-line. McIntosh rumbles in from 35 yards out. The rushing attack was effective, and so was the TG defense. 4 turnovers forced on the night. No points allowed. Totino-Grace shuts out Hill Murray 24-0. In Blaine, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The Eagles will face Orono in the Class 4A semifinals next week at U.S. Bank Stadium. The Champlin Park volleyball team advanced to the Class 4A final with a semifinal thriller. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
Champlin Park student section fired up as the number 2 seed Rebels meet 3rd seed Eastridge in the Class 4A volleyball semifinals. The first set is mostly Champlin Park. Good hang time for Catherine Adler here as she tips over the block for one of her 22 kills. The Rebels roll 25-16. But Eastridge storms back. Second set and Paige Belfield finds some open court in the middle as the Raptors take the second set 25-20 to tie the match. And they keep coming in the third. The set goes to Adora Zebulon in the middle, and she scores for a 17-11 Raptors lead. They win 25-18 to lead 2-1. Champlin Park's in trouble as they trail for much of the fourth before rallying. They set back row to Carly Gilk for one of her amazing 38 kills. The Rebels stay alive with a 25-23 win. The fifth set is tight. Off a Raptors serve, a great set by Reese Axness to Gilk for the hammer, and it's 10-8 Champlin Park. It goes down to the wire, and Champlin Park prevails 15-12 in the fifth set to advance to Saturday's final against top seed Lakeville South. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.